I tried so hard and I got so far, and in the end it didn't even matter. I really don't know what I was thinking even trying Spookathon. I am glad I gave myself the whole month to do it. So I'm filming this early, but I'm going to post it on Halloween because that's the end of the month and I gave myself the whole month. And I finished, as of posting this video, all but one book. So like, I should feel good, but I still just feel like I could have done better. The first book I read for the Spookathon was a read thriller, and it was Confessions, and that book was crazy. It's almost like you're reading a selection of short stories because every chapter is told by a different character. So it follows a plot, but it goes back sometimes, and it goes through the same events from a different perspective. So like, it's interesting that it does that, but it really was suspenseful up to the last page. I had no idea how that book was going to end. The next thing I read was something with a spooky word in the title, and it was Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury, which was kind of slow to get into, only because I read Confessions first, and that one was really quick. Like, it just kind of kept going plot-wise, and kept me interested. This one had to do a lot of setup, but it was very atmospheric. I would highly recommend reading it this time of year because it's based like at the very end of October before Halloween, and a spooky carnival shows up in a town. Like, who doesn't want that? It's like dark night circus, and not from the perspective of the actual people in the circus. So I guess not like night circus, but that whole kind of like a random circus has appeared. Better check it out, except this one's evil. The next challenge I completed was You Wouldn't Normally Read, and it was Turn of the Screw, which actually took me the longest to read because I was reading it only on class days to and from the bus. It wasn't bad, but it was better when I could read it home alone out loud because it's very conversational. There's a lot of commas. Henry James is just like commas, which is fine. Again, when it's read out loud, yeah, I follow you completely. But when you're reading it, you're trying to like loop back and understand where we were at the very beginning, who she's talking to, what she's referencing. So it worked for what it was. And the idea is that it's a framed narrative. So it's like these people telling ghost stories at a party, and this guy's like, I got a real good one that's true. It came from this governess. She's dead now, but like she saw some spooky shit. And he like recounts the tale using like her journals and stuff. So it was good, and I really didn't know where it was going. It's a ghost story. Yeah, it is. It was good. I just feel like I could read some analysis on it and maybe get more out of it because I didn't feel a lot when it was over. I didn't realize I'd come to the last page. As of posting this video on Halloween, I will have finished the book with red on the cover, only because it's the one that's required for class, Nervous Conditions. And that one's not bad. And it's scary because patriarchal societies are scary. Lord have mercy, that poor girl. Her brother is a shit. And it's about a girl in Africa who is just trying to get an education and just trying to make something of herself in a society that does not want to send girls to school and does not want them to do things for themselves. So I'm only about halfway. We have to finish it by Thursday, so I will have that done. So I will have finished it in this month. It's not really a spooky book though, but it does count because the title is red. The only thing I didn't read was The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, which might have been one of my more anticipated ones on this list. What I think I'm going to do with that one is in like December, maybe, I'm going to take all of my Owl Crate books I've gotten up to this point. So August, The House of Salt and Sorrow. September was The Bone Houses. October was 2 books. And then The Haunting of Hill House, 2 books for Criers War. And, oh gosh, I know which one it is. It's about the kids and the apocalypse. Aliens are coming. It's got them on the cell tower. Wow, you're an idiot. It's literally right over here. I hope you get this message. It's on my TBR shelf. It's like right there. It's right there on my TBR shelf. I could have just looked over, but you need to see that I'm flawed and human. But I'll probably read those and whatever's coming in November and December, and just do like kind of a little reading challenge for myself to catch up on those before my spring semester starts, like the first week in January. But I do not believe I'll be as reading heavy in January. I have a lot of education courses, but not a lot of literature courses, and that's what's bogging me down, these courses that have 4 and 6 books each. So Haunting of Hill House is going to have to be included in that because that was in the September box. So I'll just throw that in the pile. You know, we'll have fun with it. If I get through them, I get through them. If not, I mean, they'll live on my TBR shelf. This is only one of my TBR shelves. One day, I'll read all my books and stop buying new ones. But I don't want to. So, anyway. So I accomplished Spookathon within my rules. I didn't do it within the rules that were laid out, and for that I'm very sorry, but these things are supposed to be fun, right? And like, I did have fun. I enjoyed seeing what other people were reading and watching videos all that week, because shockingly enough, the worst week for me this month to read was Spookathon. I had so many papers due, and I was reading for other classes that I couldn't use for this challenge, so it was really kind of cathartic to be able to watch that kind of stuff and feel like I was still included, even though I had to do it, you know, on my own time. But it was fun. I did get to read some spooky things this October, which is more than I thought I was going to get to do. So maybe next year, probably not. Maybe next year I'll get to read a little bit more for fun around Spookathon. Maybe do like some of the other October-based reading challenges for fun. We'll see.